Like Duncan Cameron says, we owe our entire existence on this planet to a 6-inch layer of soil and the fact that it rains. There are a lot of problems with conventional farming and conventional agriculture. What most people don't realize is that what you ate for breakfast this morning is tied to a systemic problem. Chemical farming practices are the cause of many of our total greenhouse gas emissions that lead to global warming. Overtilling, over-reliance on chemical fertilizer inputs, and overgrazing on factory farms are eroding our topsoils and killing microorganisms and our ability to grow food. Farmers then try to compensate for this weakened soil through chemical fertilizer inputs, worsening the damage they're causing and effectively turning soil into unusable dirt. They lead to less nutrient-dense food, they lead to soil degradation, they lead to chemicals that are all over in our waterways and our soils and everything. They lead to concentrated animal feeding operations that are just candidly kind of disgusting. They're also leading to less healthy humans. Regenerative is sort of a return to the way that things were done, hundreds of years ago. It's a way where you can sequester carbon in the soil, which leads to both healthier soils and healthier, more nutrient-dense plants. Carbon sequestration is the process where carbon comes from the atmosphere and gets sucked into plants and their sort of root matter and root systems, which they use for energy and for fuel, and then sequestered, put deep in the soil. In a properly functioning agriculture and environmental system, this happens naturally. Plants will pull carbon out of the atmosphere, like many of these trees around us, put it in the soil as part of their root system. That carbon then acts as a nutrient for growth of other microorganisms, mushrooms, fungi, things that are growing in the soil underneath our feet. Holistic grazing allows livestock to go out, graze, and eat the way nature intended. Ranchers following regenerative principles are letting their cattle roam, graze, break up the soil, poop, and add nutrients back into the environment. They're also creating happier, healthier animals, which lead to more nutritious food for you and I. Rather than feeding their animals soybeans and corn and other stuff that cows are just not meant to eat, they're giving them room to graze. When you take a step back and look at the power of regenerative farming, the difference is clear. You can see it in greener, healthier topsoil that's sequestering carbon. You can taste it in the quality of produce, meat, and eggs produced in a regenerative system. And most importantly, you can feel good about supporting a food system that's good for you and good for the planet. And while we can't source all of our ingredients from regenerative farms at the moment, simply because there's not enough supply yet, we're looking at the soil under our feet and taking steps to heal it.